The idea of recycling in Curitiba originated from the problems associated with the city's rapid growth. The rise in population from 150,000 inhabitants in the 1940s to over 1 million at the end of the 1980s contributed to the emergence of favelas, which are the accumulations of poor homes called barracos, usually made out of cardboard, plywood, brick, and sometimes even cloth and plastic tarp. They are often built close together on undeveloped land along riverbanks and hills, making standard garbage collection impossible, causing people to dispose of their waste into the river or deposit it in the open fields, damaging the environment and leading to diseases. To solve this social and environmental hazard, civil engineer Nicolau Klippel suggested to Mayor Jaime Lerner that the city could send a truck to a determined accessible locations near the favelas where the city would buy trash, including organic waste from these people, using bus tokens as payment. In this way, the city could manage the sanitation problem without adding extra costs to the city or private transportation companies, as they are paid by the kilometer, not by passenger. Lerner thought it was a great idea, and soon the positive effects of the trash buying campaign were noticeable.
As nossas áreas de invasão, as nossas favelas, ficaram limpas e lambidas, ficaram maravilhosas, porque as crianças foram buscar de volta, inclusive o lixo que foi jogado nos terrenos baldios e nas valetas, para trocar por vale-transporte. Tinha criança que fez vale-transporte para 1 ou 2 meses para o seu pai poder usar o transporte coletivo.
Klippel soon learned that these people were not selling the trash as they found it. They were taking out objects to sell separately to companies. Then Klippel realized that if the entire population in Curitiba could separate recyclables from organic trash at home, they could increase the landfill lifetime by at least 20 to 30%. This idea was harshly criticized.
Que antes de fazer isso, todo mundo criticava. Né? Ora, você pensa que brasileiro separa o lixo? Né? Se fosse no Japão, outra coisa, mas aqui não, negativo, não. Aí gasta dinheiro, você não adianta. Mas nós acreditamos que Curitiba é outra. Porque né, nossa pessoa realmente vai criar nossa cidade junto.
Klippel had the brilliant idea of targeting the children's fresh minds and enthusiasm to engage the adults in the Trash That Is Not Trash campaign. The program was widely marketed through TV commercials in schools.
Nas escolas, nesse lixo que é o lixo, por exemplo, um pouquinho antes de Natal, o professor fala, né? Amanhã todo mundo vai trazer lixo que não é lixo, plástico. Então, a criança leva o plástico, lixo, ou aquele brinquedo quebrado, etc. Daí juntamos, aí outra semana, perto do Natal, vem brinquedo novo, de plástico, assim, bonito assim, e distribuir para crianças. Bom, então crianças vão entender bem claro que aquele lixo plástico que levou voltou como brinquedo novo, viu? Reciclável.
3 months after the start of the Trash That Is Not Trash campaign, 70% of Curitiban families were separating the garbage. This amazing success led to another problem Klippel had to solve: what to do with all the trash that is not trash they were collecting. Although the people separated organic waste from recyclables, Curitiba had to separate by type in order to sell the materials to the private recycling companies. The next step was to create a separation station.
Para começar a conversa, não tínhamos dinheiro para nada. Quando eu disse ao Jaime, nós temos que fazer uma usina de separação, ele disse, pode fazer o que se quiser, só que não tem dinheiro.
Through donations and reuse of old machinery, Klippo built a conveyor belt and a small wood building on government-owned land where the city maintained a recovery center for the homeless. Klippo himself worked hands-on in the construction of the station.
Foi um período fantástico. Eu ia todo dia na montagem da usina. Às 7 da manhã eu estava lá e saía de lá 7, 8 horas da noite. Eu tinha 3 mecânicos que me ajudavam a fazer.
The Station of Separation and Valorization of Waste was opened on October 13, 1989, where the trash that is not trash was separated into groups, compressed, weighed, and sold to private companies to be recycled. In 1990, Curitiba received the highest United Nations award for the environment for being the first city in the world to start a recycling system that motivated citizens to separate the trash at home, as well as providing curbside collection for both trash and recyclables separately. The partnership between the government and private companies made Curitiba's recycling program self-sufficient. Sales of recyclable materials offset the entire cost of the station's operation and also funded many social programs for the workers and the underprivileged population. For example, a partnership between the station and a brick company allowed the station to exchange the wood found in the trash for bricks. The bricks are now donated to the underprivileged population to build their homes. Today, half of the people working at this separation station are under special care, such as drug rehabilitation, while 40% are illiterate. These workers receive education through different projects so they can compete in the job market after they leave the station. The Arroba project teaches computer science by using recycled computers.
O projeto Arroba foi que nós achamos muitos computadores no lixo e de cada 15 computadores, nós montávamos um computador. Então nós fizemos uma sala com 6 computadores. Os funcionários estão aprendendo a informática porque eles não têm nível de escolaridade nenhuma. Fizemos também uma doação de 6 computadores entre 35 alunos, doamos, hoje inclusive eles levaram para as suas residências. Esse projeto tem a finalidade de dar uma melhor chance para o nosso funcionário no mercado.
The station also has a classroom where visitors learn about recycling and the trash that is not trash. Every object in the classroom has either been taken from the garbage or built from recyclable materials, including the television, the decorations around the walls, and even the benches. The visitors can also visit the recycled library and the Museum of Trash, where all the interesting things recovered from the garbage are found. According to station manager Alfredo Carlos Rosman, Curitiba discovered creative ways of reusing certain materials. Styrofoam is used as stuffing for couches and other objects. Plastic bags are transformed to replace wood as plastic railroad ties. Tubes from toothpastes are recycled into roofs used at the public library and other places. People can also call a truck to pick up yard waste or large objects impossible to dispose of in the regular trash at no additional cost to the population. Charging disposal fees only harms the environment by discouraging individuals who cannot afford to pay for the disposal service. The old tires collected in Curitiba are sold to a private company named BS Coe. There, the tires are either rebuilt or cut into small pieces and sold to a Brazilian refinery to make fuel gases and oils. Reusing old tires has reduced the amount of natural resources extracted from the environment, as well as eliminating the most common breeding ground of the dengue fever mosquito, decreasing cases of this deadly disease by 99.7% in the area. Inspired by the social programs in Curitiba, BS Coe expanded their benefits for their workers. Employees work only 6 hours a day, but receive full-time pay, allowing the company to have more employees working 4 shifts a day, increasing productivity by 37% compared to the industry's average, as well as fighting the unemployment problem common in Brazil.
O desenvolvimento da tecnologia, do computador e da internet promoveram enormes benefícios, mas também desemprego. E mesmo com o aquecimento da economia, não haverá volume e horas de trabalho suficiente para abrigar a massa de trabalhadores em regime de 44 horas semanais.
The company also gives bonuses that can add up to 50% of employees' salary if they do extra activities such as working out and reading the newspaper, encouraging them to maintain a good health and to keep up with current events. Curitiba's recycling system became an informal economy that benefits private companies, the people, and the city government. Some companies started buying separated trash directly from people, creating an informal worker called carrinheiros, who are usually people without an education or an opportunity to compete in the job market. These people have become an integral part of the recycling system in Curitiba. Today, they gather over 80% of all recyclables collected in the city and have an average income of 600 reais a month, which is about twice the Brazilian minimum wage.
Ajuda bastante, eu tenho 18 anos, né, de trabalho, né. Não, meio também da família, né, porque eu não tenho estudo, né, então pra mim um serviço assim mesmo não tem jeito de conseguir, assim, mas daí eu, honesto, né, que a gente faz.
É a mesma coisa, faz 6 meses, né, coleta, por causa de falta de estudo, então é um meio que a gente usa de sobreviver.
The carrinheiros greatly help the government because they reduce the amount of garbage trucks the city needs to purchase and maintain.